All right, going to do a quick update on the Willow SFH that we're building here, and it's been a while since we've done one. From last time we were here, it was still bare walls. We didn't have any drywall up, so all that's been put in, and at least one or two passes of mudding's been done. So good to see a little bit of progress made in that. If you remember, I think my last video was me putting up some insulation in the garage because it was unfinished, and they weren't going to put any insulation on that outside wall. Yeah, they got a bunch of doors here ready to be put in and some molding. But I did all the insulation, and there was a few spots that was short over here, I believe, one of these. And we actually failed inspection for insulation. And so the builder called and was wondering who did it, and called me, and I told him, yeah, that was me. So my fault, we failed, and had to come out here and fix a few spots. And actually, while I was here, I fixed quite a few little spots just in case, even though it wasn't on the report, but I wanted to get it right. Had to buy a whole nother thing of insulation, but so that's an update on that. We did pass, so on the second try. And so now I've got it insulated, which is going to be a lot better later, because I probably put the pool table in here, make it look nice. Got the bathroom in here, which I know we talked about this several times, but this is the pantry. It's on the other side of that bathroom. It's a pretty big walk-in pantry, but the plan was to tear down this wall here and connect it to the bathroom, get rid of the bathroom, and make it like a scullery kitchen with another dishwasher and maybe sink and everything. We did put some things on the walls. My brother-in-law was telling me about it. Like, some people put scripture and things like that on the wall, and someone else mentioned it. I said, well, maybe we'll go out there and do it. So we did. We did put some funny things on the wall too. So things that I will probably see one day when I mess something up. So I put on one piece of board, like if you're seeing this, you mess something up. So I'm probably going to be the one that sees it. Bedroom, bathroom, tub. So yeah, they got a lot of sheetrock in, so nice. We're getting there. Hopefully in a couple months we will be moving in, and we got a lot of work to do. We need some grass and everything. The plan is to put some rock all around the house, everywhere around the house. Probably fill all this up with rock, and then go out 20, 30 feet with grass, sod, and then seed the rest. And then one day maybe build a pool out here. We're talking about doing a pool, so we'll have that on video and show you that. But looking at getting some stuff from Pool Warehouse and digging it ourselves, since we have a little mini X. Just doing that ourselves. That should be a fun project that I'll probably regret, but we'll probably try to do it anyways. They did stain the door the color that we asked, that I don't even know what that color was anymore. And my front yard is still wet from all the rain, and we'll see what happens with the septic tank. Some guy was out here today. I don't know if it was the septic guy, but he was walking towards this way. So the septic tank will be going, I believe, on the other side here. And then the leach field will be out here somewhere. It's like 550 feet of pipe because, you know, this ground is clay and it slowly absorbs. So we want to get everything moving this way and then maybe back down that way. The way it slopes, it kind of goes around. And the drain pipe, there's a drain pipe over here, culvert pipe that goes under the road. I've got to find the water pipe here. I want to tap into it, so I got pictures. I know it's somewhere over here. I believe it's right there. One day put a sprinkler system or something, but that's another day. I think I mentioned we got the black windows, the black roof. Looks pretty dusty up there now. Yeah, I think that's about it. Nothing too major. I mean, I guess that's major enough. You know, remember we did move this vent over a little bit because just in case we didn't want it to interfere with any of the cabinets, because we were going to take the cabinets to the ceiling. So we did that, and so you can tell it is off centered, but when the cabinet's here, I think everything will be okay. There will be some pendant lights coming down here somewhere. I think I saw the wire, but because they don't know exactly, I guess they didn't put the holes in yet. And then, you know, this is one big open area. So we got the kitchen here, and then the dining room would be maybe kind of right in this area, and then our living room, fireplace, and TV on the wall. Master bedroom in here. I think they got a barn door going there. We've got the bathroom, water closet. It does look wet right here. I don't think it's leaking though. I think it's just still wet because when they did the drywall, I'm not really sure if they put some stuff in here and it went over because all this was wet and then that was all dried up. So I believe it was still leaking. It would still be all wet. At least I hope. Walk-in closet, pretty big closet with this house here. So if you didn't know, I mean, I mentioned it in a lot of videos. This is the Willow SFH Southern Farm Home by Barndo Co, and they do the barn dominiums and they build the regular stick built homes, which this is the regular stick built house. That looks terrible though. And it's, I believe, right around 2,200 square feet. And then it's got a really nice size 2-car garage. It's not just barely a 2-car. It's a nice size 2-car garage. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll call it a wrap. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about, or nothing else new. We got to get the septic. The siding is going to be put on soon, I believe. And then some furniture, you know, cabinets, kitchen cabinets over here, a stove and refrigerator. And and then the island will be right here. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting excited. I'm ready to get out of the apartments that we're living in and get out of here and get to work. I got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm ready to get doing it. They dropped off the trash bin after they did all the sheetrock. So yeah, it's always seems pretty peaceful out here. I'm ready to get out of here myself. All right, guys, I guess that's it. Until next time, if you guys are watching this at work, you probably break time's over. If not, you can watch one of my other videos, but it's going to be a lot more later when we actually start doing some projects. So stay tuned for that. And that's my update. So you guys take care and get back to work.